Alright, welcome to the channel, everybody. What we're going to do today, as you can kind of see, you probably guess, and I think it's going to be in the description, so you probably already know. What we're doing is we're going to make a small portable obstacle for our little 24 scale crawlers. Okay, so we got a few different things. We've got boxes. We're going to hammer to smash them down and make it less square. We've got little bits of foam. We can add some more. We've got plenty of stuff. Lots of different trash bits we can use. We got rolls, all sorts of fun stuff that we can do. We could take the rolls and spray the spray foam inside that firms it up. Not that they really need it, but we can also glue it down for obstacles, things like that. We've got our great stuff. Idea here is we're going to use one can to create this obstacle. There is more than enough in this one can to create a nice big obstacle. The idea here is if I need to create a larger bit, we're using a box, negative air in there, right? It's creating a void, so we're not having to use up a ton of this foam. We can use this just for the objects that we want, right? And you got to remember, this expands. So if you create a dollop this big, it's going to expand to at least 3 times that size. And that all depends on the weather, things like that. The warmer it is, the more this expands. The colder it is, the less it expands. So we're in the middle of winter, so we're not expecting a huge amount of expansion, but enough. If you're worried about mess, I definitely suggest putting plastic down. We may go ahead and just plastic things down just in case things get crazy. The one thing that I am missing that I need to go find is a spray bottle. Now, a spray bottle is really important, and I'll explain why. It's because this stuff here, especially the great stuff, when you spray it out, you can wait about 15 minutes. Now, it hasn't fully expanded, but what happens is it gets a skin on it. Okay, now the inside's still flexible, pliable. You spray that down with a bit of water, and then you can shape it. You can start shaping and molding while it's still settling, right? And you can kind of get the basic shape of what you want, molding it so you don't get all this big rounded kind of stuff that then you have to come back and cut and shape and sand and do all that kind of stuff. We're going to try to do it beforehand to get exactly the kind of shape and contours that we want. So that's very important. I see a lot of people doing this, letting it out, and then I watched one person that sprayed a bunch and then cut and cut and cut, and then had to spray to fill in gaps and cut and shape and this. There's a lot of waste. The idea here is we don't want to waste this. We don't want to cut. We don't want to sand to shape stuff. We're going to do it before it dries. So, not wasting this stuff. What we use down on here, we're keeping. And that's the way it goes. So, let's get everything all ready. Let's get some ideas here, kind of do a layout, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so we got our gap stuff, great stuff, set ready to go. We got a bowl of water next to us. So basically we're going to spray this down. We're going to wait 15 minutes till it gets a skin on it, and then we're going to be able to dip our fingers and start shaping where we want. Alright? So good to shake it really, really good. Get ready to go. And we'll start spraying in different areas. So let's start down here. Get ready. Use this little buckler.
See, it's already starting to expand a bit. I want to make sure to get enough in. And start covering over different areas. Just to get different shapes and textures.
It's nice, you want to do something up, you just kind of fill it up as you go. It'll run up the sides. You just kind of stack it up.
Get some more over on this side. We're almost done here with this one, so that's good. Just gonna lay in. Looks like it's done. Got just a little bit kind of squirting out. Just fill it all in wherever we can. Okay. Let's do something over here just to add in a little bit of texture. Get in some like rock type stuff. Just to finish it all up. You can see it's expanding real nice.
Get every last little bit out. Might as well, right? It's going to continue to kind of leak out so we can add strange little obstacles. Alright. I think that's going to pretty much do it. Oop. Do be careful with this as you're using it. Do not get this on your clothes. It will, of course, stain your clothes and create some funky little things. So, alright, that's done. You can see I got some on my fingers. It's sticky. So, we're going to let this set. And we'll be back when we start shaping. Alright. It's been about 15 minutes. You can now see, you can touch this, but it's still squishy inside, right? This is where the water comes in, just in case we get to a squishy point. We can use a glove, get our fingers nice and wet. And we're going to come in, we're going to start shaping and forming. The water doesn't do any damage whatsoever to the foam, but we can start filling in little gaps and holes, taking down places that we want to. Just start basically shaping it, right? Get some of that weird roundness out. And start making this exactly how we want. Down in through here, start squishing some of this ledge. Get it right how we want it. Just press down wherever, right? Fill in. Now it's going to continue to expand too, so it's not like this is it. This is its final form as we're squishing here, right? Got a little piece over here I wanted to kind of push down and create some interesting ledges and catches. And just pinch this together wherever you want it to pinch together. Alright? Even shift it so if like I wanted this to be more up, you see I just lifted that right on up. And that'll continue to be a problem obstacle. Rough this up a bit more. Lift that up. Love the little rocks in the beginning. That's going to kind of unsettle some things, I'm sure. So we're looking on the other side. Things are good. Turn this so you can see what's happening on this side. So this side a little easier to kind of get up. This side here, we've got more of a 45, even more in some places, right? And I want to kind of create a hiccup area right in through here where it's going to have to try to get up and over. Hopefully it can catch some different things. Again, it's all freeform, right? So we don't know exactly how it's going to run until we run it. So it's starting to firm up now, so we don't have much more time for shaping. And the advantage to this now is that now that we've got things shaped up, I'm liking the way it looks. If I wanted to add anywhere, I just grab another can and just add little areas where I need it to, or where I want it to. Take this piece right here, let's go ahead and add it right onto that corner. It'll take care of that squarishness. That'll pump up a little bit, hopefully. That's done. Alright, nothing to do now but just let it sit. If you wanted to get some hard edges, I believe if I let's just check it and see how we go here. So yeah, see, I can use that to create a nice hard edge. If you want some squared off edges in areas, you can just square it off like that, you know, create a little texture in some of the rocks if you're looking for that. Just another tool, right? See, this is still, so this is going to take a while to fully cure. We're going to let it do that. Let's see if a few little sharp edges here and there. Alright, we're going to let that cure and we'll see what the final product is. Again, once this is all done, we can cover this over if we wanted to with some sort of something. One of the things I'm going to look at in building these kinds of things is taking strips of really cheap cloth and a concrete mixture, dunking it in just like plaster of Paris or anything else, coat it down, put it down, smooth it all down in. You're going to get that same texture as you get from some of the plaster cloth without having to buy that expensive plaster cloth, right? Plus it's going to be concrete, which means it's going to dry really, really strong, and then you can actually go over that with a thin 1/4 inch or so layer of concrete and actually shape it, make catches, that kind of stuff. You're going to get a much better texture than you will with this. So this is just the beginnings of this. We're going to run it in foam and see how it does, see if we like that. We can always keep it in foam. Again, this is super light. This is maybe a pound of weight, so easy. You can store it places. You keep it square like this, you could actually stand it up in a corner and it shouldn't take any damage. Everything's stuck down, which is nice. Again, you can spray paint all of this, do whatever you want to it, add more, you know. I got a good little section over there to kind of side hill. Don't have so much here, but I could always add a whole side hill section here if I wanted to by taking another can and just adding into it, right? That's the whole thing. Alright, we're going to let this dry completely. It's looking really good. It's starting to get stiffer in areas, which is good. That's what we're looking for. And we'll come back to this once it's all dry. Alright? Alright. What's up there? It's not the easiest, which is great. I mean, I want something I can try different things on, right? Let's see here. Ooh. Get ready just in case that falls. harder side hill then. Oh, all right. Wanted to try. You can get all sorts of crazy lines. Oh, that's a bit much. I think that's gonna fall. Oh, nope. There's a lot of crazy lines we can try. This is the fun of this, right? It's not just one side. Come on. There we go. Oh, that was nice. Okay, I'm going to turn this all sideways a bit so we can see exactly, sorry about that, exactly the angle that was there. Woo. That's definitely right around that 60 degree angle there, and it is pulling up, which is nice. Looks like there's a rock there that hangs up our transmission. That's interesting. We're gonna have to pull it up. There we go. Well, all in all, I think this is a fun little obstacle. We're going to have a lot of fun trying to find all sorts of different angles to try to get this to go up. And one more. Right. I'm having a lot of fun with this. This is great. We're getting a little hung up. There we go. Let's see if we can make this one. Nope. Didn't have enough to catch on. Maybe we can. Nope, nope. It doesn't want to settle down, huh? Just catches it right there. Nope. Well, again, we're going to have a ton of fun trying to find all sorts of different lines to take on this. There's multiple sides. This is the advantage of doing an obstacle like this, right? Is that we've got lots of different areas that we can have fun with. It's not just that long side to long side, right? We can try some different. Get that to settle down. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, come on. Oh, nice. Nice. All right. So you see how much fun just making a little something like this can be. I'm going to have a ton of fun with it. I've already got my next idea for the next one I want to do. The next one is going to give some side hill and crevicing, that kind of fun stuff. So we're changing it up though. We're not going to just use any little junk and whatnot. I got a surprise for you all. So stay tuned for the next obstacle as we sit and continue to basically build a course, right? And the nice part about the foam is we can make little flags and just poke little holes in the foam to make gates. So I'm looking forward to doing that. That's going to do it for this video. I hope you all had a lot of fun. So go make it. You can do it. We're going to have a lot of fun with this one, and we'll see you in the next video.